If you want to rank at the top of Google in 2026, you need to understand something that most people get completely wrong. They think SEO is about mastering 50 different tools and spending months learning complicated strategies. It's not. I'm about to show you the exact framework that professional SEOs use, distilled into 4 simple pillars that you can implement today. To get started, we're going to be using one tool to do everything, and that is Semrush, the sponsor of this video. So click the link in the description and the first comment down below to get your free 14-day trial. You got it going? Let's get started. Here's the framework we're following, the 4 pillars of SEO. Pillar 1, content. Finding keywords you can actually rank for and turning them into a content plan that makes money. Pillar 2, technical. Fixing the invisible problems that are silently destroying your rankings right now. Pillar 3, backlinks. Building authority by stealing your competitors' best link opportunities. Pillar 4, visibility. Publishing on high authority platforms like Reddit and Medium to rank in weeks, not months. Plus, getting your brand appearing in ChatGPT and Claude. So as you get started with Semrush, I highly encourage you to just put in your domain name. In this case, I just did an example of lovable.dev. And now you can start to see your AI visibility score, your mentions on AI mode. Your authority score is here, how much organic traffic that you're getting, and the keywords that you're already ranking for. So you can see everything that your website is doing right here in the dashboard. But we're going to get into content first. So we're going to start off with the keyword magic tool. Content is what Google sees. It's what your audience needs. And if you're targeting the wrong keywords, nothing else matters. Most people fail here because they either chase keywords that are way too competitive or target keywords with zero search volume. And we're going to fix that right now. So to get started, enter in your keyword that your business is mainly looking to rank for. So we're going to do the example lovable.dev. So we put in our website here, lovable.dev, and we want to enter the keyword that our tool does. So in this case, it's an AI app builder. So let's click search. So you can see all the keywords that we have here is 933, and they're sorted here by, the types of keywords that they are. So including, free is obviously something that people are looking for. Best, these are typical SEO patterns for keywords. Mobile apps, web apps, probably how to use Lovable, stuff like that. And we can see the total volume of all searches here. So all of the keywords are sorted by volume, you can see here. So this is obviously the main keyword that we typed in, AI app builder. So as a tool like Lovable that does this, we really should be trying to optimize our SEO for a keyword like this. But there are also lots and lots of other really good keywords that we can find and create content about too. This column here shows intent. So this is the type of content or intent that you want to match. So maybe people are looking for informational content. That's where you try to explain something to them, or commercial content where the user wants to investigate brands and services to make those decisions on what to buy. You also have navigational intent, and this kind of means that you saw the tool somewhere else, possibly on social media, and you just want to go straight directly to the tool. You often see that people do that on Google. You just search for the tool that you want to go straight to. There's also transactional intent, and that means you're ready to buy. You're just ready to go now. So we want to find obviously the keywords with the highest volume, but it's very important to think about how how competitive the keyword is. So in this case, 55 is quite difficult. You'll have to think about your own brand. How much brand authority do you have already? That's why I said check the domain overview at the beginning. So a tool like Lovable should be able to rank for a keyword like this, but if you're just starting off, it might be a bit difficult. This column here is the personal keyword difficulty. So it rates your website against all of the other websites to see if you can actually rank for such a keyword. So you can see that a lot of these keywords are very hard for Lovable to rank, except for Lovable AI app builder. Of course, it should be very easy for them to rank because that's their name. So one thing you can do to get started is actually create a personal keyword that are very easy. If you're just getting started, then I would definitely start with that. So for Lovable, I will choose a personal keyword hard. So something kind of in the 70 to 80 range. They do have a lot of social brand power, so I think they can rank for some of these keywords. So now we can start adding some of these keywords. I love this keyword here, best AI app builder. It's always a good thing to actually create because people are always trying to find the best tools. Build an app with AI, that's a very good one. Okay, so I chose some keywords that I think will be good, and I recommend that you do that too. So now we can just send the keywords to our keyword strategy builder. So we can just add the name of our list. So you might find some keywords there, but it's also good to check out the AI strategy strategy builder. So you just want to enter your seed keywords here. So I just entered some of my keywords here, and now I can create my strategy builder. So now you can see that all of your topics, you can see you can have little content clusters, these are called, and you can have a look down here. Not all of these will be the best keywords, so you can just click the ones that I think will be good. So you just say, okay, this one has high potential. So the page is a high ranking potential based on volume and keyword difficulty. So I like that one. I think that could be quite interesting. How to make an AI assistant. Okay, that's a really, really good keyword because the tool can actually do that. So when you go here, you can create a brief or content. So you can actually just decide if it's a content brief to send off to your human writers, or you can use the AI content tools to actually get Semrush to create the article for you, which is what I'm going to do. So you can see now that it's actually creating all of the keywords, the target keywords based upon my keyword. How hard is it to make an app? So you can change the word count, change the tone as well. I'm going to go somewhat casual here and add the SEO booster so that we get the extra keywords and AI generated images in our article. So all we need to do is now create the article. So now you can see the AI is actually writing the article for us and will include all of the images that we need. So this obviously takes a lot of the pain of trying to write all the article yourself. It's going to identify your main competitors, analyze the competitors' content and keywords. So it's doing a lot of research for you before it actually goes and writes the article. So our 4,000 word article is made and we have our title here. And so you can go down through it and check it out to see what you like. If you don't like it, I like this image, looks good. But basically my advice is just to read through it. You can also use SEO optimization here, so show the authorship and credentials, summarize first and expand. Or if there's some images you don't like, you can just delete them, or you can just add an AI image here as well, like just put your cursor there and then you can add your image. And then whenever you're finished with your article, you can publish it directly to WordPress or wherever your blog is hosted. So we got all of our keywords there and created our content with one tool, SEMrush, and then send them off to our blog. But even the best content won't rank if your website has technical problems. That's pillar 2. Let's separate the amateurs from the professionals. Quick pause. If you're getting value from this video so far, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Here's why. I drop one SEO tutorial every single week, and they're designed to save you months of trial and error creating SEO websites. Plus, it tells YouTube this video is actually helpful, which means more people can see it. It takes 2 seconds. Good. Okay, let's talk about technical issues that are silently killing your rankings right now. So technical SEO sounds intimidating, and honestly, most people skip it because they're not developers, and that's a big mistake. Google's crawlers are robots, so if your site has technical errors, these robots can't properly index your pages, which means your content, no matter how good it is, won't rank. So let's run a site audit here with SEMrush for our tool lovable.dev. So we can just set the settings up here. So I'm quite happy with this just to do it once. And you can send an email once it is done. All right, so now that our audit has been done, in my case, I only crawled 100 pages of the Lovable website, but if you need to do a more in-depth crawl, you can do that as well. So that's basically gone out and checked all of Lovable pages, and we have site health of 78%. So let's try to fix these errors we see. So we can see that some pages are broken here on our website, and I just checked this page, lovable.dev, llms.txt, and it gives a 404 page. So that's not good for Google search, as Google's search crawlers to find the page like that. And you can just go through all of these separately. So if you have duplicate meta descriptions, that's not good for SEO. And you can also find out how to fix all of these. So some of these problems, it's like a duplicate title tag can confuse the web crawler that which page is which. If you have the exact same title on 5 or more pages, then it can be quite difficult to figure out which page is about what topic. Okay, so the great thing is you can go into each problem and just find the exact pages that have these issues, and you can check these over time by getting a historical chart for all of your different audits. The errors that I fix automatically are duplicate meta descriptions, duplicate title tags, broken internal links within my website, and 404 errors, broken pages. Fix these 4 and you've solved 80% of your technical issues. If you have a developer, then you can send them this audit and they'll know what to do. But either way, don't skip this step. Technical SEO is the foundation everything else sits on, especially as your website grows and grows. All right, so your content is planned, your site is technically sound. Now let's talk about building authority. Backlinks are votes of confidence. When another website links to you, they're telling Google this content is valuable. The more high quality backlinks you have, the more authority Google gives you, which means better rankings. But here's the problem: getting backlinks is hard. Reaching out to websites, convincing them to link to you, and you have to wait for weeks for responses unless you use this strategy. Go to the backlink gap section in your Semrush tool, enter your domain in the first field. Now add some competitors here, and we can now click the find prospects to find websites that are linking to our competitors but not to us. So we can see our authority score here, how we're doing compared to our competitors. You can see that Replit is way out above at the top, and then Lovable is actually rising a lot, so that's pretty good. So now we can just go through all of the links that our other competitor websites have. When we click on them here, we can go to start outreach. Now we can add the keywords that we want to add, which is AI app builder. These are the keywords we want to rank. So let's check out our competitors here and start link building. So this is the way the strategy is going to work. We'll search for different link prospects by their source, select the best links that for us, and start reaching out. So Semrush has a CRM that can just track everything, all the emails that you're sending. So let's have a look at our prospects now. So we can find websites like this, knack.com, and they have a blog post, best AI app builder. So it'd be very good for us to send them an email and ask, could we be included on the list? So in this case, we would want to add the link to the article and contact them here. So you can actually send emails here to the people that we want to send them to and set up email templates to send them emails. So this approach works well if you just keep going. It's a consistent effort to just keep going. Try to ask as many people as you can. It's kind of a numbers game, but over time you will increase the backlinks that you get and then increase your authority in Google's eyes. So that's the easiest way to get all the websites that we can, ask. So everything we've done so far is traditional SEO. It works, but it usually takes time, usually 3 to 6 months to see results. You just have to be consistent with content and backlink outreach. But Pillar 4 is different, and this is how you can rank in weeks, not months. And it'll also help you show up in ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. So Pillar 4 is all about parasite SEO and AI visibility. Parasite SEO is a strategy that most people don't talk about because it kind of sounds a bit sketchy. It's not. Here's what it means. Instead of only publishing content on your own website, which has low authority if you're just starting, you also publish on high authority platforms that already rank. Platforms like Reddit, Medium, LinkedIn, Quora, and YouTube, which is why I'm making videos such as this. These platforms have massive domain authority, and when you publish there, you're borrowing their authority. So you can rank on these platforms in days or weeks instead of waiting months for your own website to build authority. But here's why this matters even more in 2026. Large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, all of these, they pull information from all over the web. And guess where they pull from the most? High authority platforms like Reddit, Medium, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So if you do want to see where the LLMs are getting all their information from, well, Semrush has a new tool to track how you're getting on in these new search engines or answer engines that they might be called now. So to check out your AI visibility, you can go to this AI here and go to AI visibility overview. So you can see here for bolt.new, we have a low score. It's rarely mentioned in LLM outputs compared to competitors. Let's see how Lovable is doing. So they're also not getting a lot of mentions here, but they are growing a lot. As you can see here, the different pages that are being cited. So you can actually go through and check all of these pages. So you can find your top performing topics. So you can also use this tool to see how AI talks about your brand. So if you do want your website to appear in search engines, well, here are the 6 tactics that work. Number 1, be specific with numbers. So LLMs, they love concrete data. So instead of something like traffic increased significantly, then write something like traffic grew 73% year over year, because then ChatGPT can use this information in its own text. Tactic number 2, mirror your H1 in your first sentence. So LLMs, they look for clarity. So if your heading is what is keyword research, then your first sentence should be something like this. Keyword research is the process of finding search terms your target audience wants. It's direct, it's clear, and it's easy to extract. Tactic number 3, mention products and services naturally. Don't just say SEO tools, name them. Popular SEO tools include Semrush, Ahrefs, and Surfer SEO. Number 4, establish your expertise early. Start articles with an author bio. I'm Connor Martin, an SEO specialist who's generated 15 million organic visits for clients over 5 years. Tactic number 5, target bottom of funnel AI prompts. Instead of broad keywords, optimize for specific prompts people ask AI. So you always want to go for these bottom of funnel keywords like this versus that. Best SEO tools for small businesses, SEMrush versus Ahrefs. These are the types of things that people type into ChatGPT. And tactic number 6, avoid metaphors and vague language. So we don't really want to use anything that doesn't make direct and clear sense. So you just want to write directly what it is that you're talking about. So we can see our brand performance now for bold.new, and we can see our share of voice. So this is how often you appear in AI tools like ChatGPT and what the sentiment is like. So you can see the key business drivers. So the integrated hosting and instant deployment, Bolt is up at the top, and some of the competitors you can see here. And then the speed of the workflow. And you can compare everything here about your brand versus your competitors. One thing I really like about this is the questions. So you can learn about what it is that people are typing into ChatGPT. So you can see some strategic opportunities here. So own the design to app or idea to app journeys by making Figma documents and just basically telling you exactly like what type of content you should be creating. So people are often comparing Bolt to Bubble and Webflow, Framer and Wix. So it also says to double down on startup MVPs, Indie Hacker, and hackathon workflows. So yeah, they're actually doing that right now. So that's quite interesting that they are actually doing what it is that the AI is recommending. So really interesting stuff here you can get from Google AI mode, what it is that people are saying, it's extremely fast AI prompt to app generation. So this is just really, really interesting things that you can do and see and learn about what AI thinks about your brand. So SEMrush also has this prompt research tool to uncover the prompts where your brand should be. So this is truly an AI SEO tool. So this is the future. If you optimize now, start tracking your share of voice, and you'll be ahead of 95% of businesses who are only thinking about Google. So as you can see, there are a lot of tools here in SEMrush. So I recommend getting started, trying out some of these tools for yourself. I think the best ones to go for to start off are the traditional SEO tools. If you're unfamiliar with some of these tools, then try out the keyword tools and create some of the content. If you're a local business, you can see some of the tools here. You can check out the GMB and Google My Business optimization. Use the AI agents that they have. You can also do advertising, AI PR, social media tracking and creation. So there are just a lot of tools here that you can check out. All right, so let's recap what you just learned, the 4 pillars of SEO. Number 1 is content. Use the keyword magic tool to find keywords and then create the content for your website. Pillar number 2, technical. Run the site audit to find and fix your errors. Pillar number 3, backlinks. Use the backlinks gap to find what competitors have that you don't. And pillar number 4 is parasite SEO and AI visibility. So publish on Reddit, Medium, LinkedIn to rank faster, and optimize for AI search with specific tactics. So this is the exact frameworks that SEOs use to increase rankings for businesses. So get your free 14-day trial for SEMrush down below. The link is in the description. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications because I have so many more tutorials about AI and SEO coming soon. Thanks for watching.